So many of you are probably wondering, what is the ministry that I'm starting? What is it for? It's for the children. What's for Jesus is to teach people about Jesus Christ, to teach the younger generation a better way of living, that teach them about the foundations of Jesus. But being for the children does also mean being a champion for the children. I guess you could call it like a superhero, a role model, a champion. And I've chosen to rise up to be a champion for the children of America and the world. We need to fight for the children. We need to live for the children. We need to free the children from evil and from the evil one, from the devil and his schemes. All the evil people that use our children for evil. And you know all the types of evil that I'm talking about. I don't have to spell it out. If you watch the movie Sound of Freedom, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you see all people hooked on stuff they shouldn't be taking, look at the cartel in Mexico. Look what they're doing here. Look what they're doing. What are they handling? What are they selling? You already know. I don't have to sit there and spell it out. Children are involved in all sorts of stuff, evil stuff. Or our politicians sit there and do nothing. Maybe some try, but come on, you got to do better. We, together, yes, unify together as one, and unify together as one in Jesus Christ. We have to come together. We cannot fight the evil of the world by itself. I can't be a lone ranger. I'm poor and broke. What am I supposed to do? That's why I'm in the ministry. That's why I'm asking for help. That's why I ask for donations. I'm not a fake person. I'm not a scammer. I'm not any of that. I'm real. I'm authentic. Go on YouTube, you find out. Go on any of these social media platforms, you find out I'm real. Look at it. I'm verified again. Man, they took it off and then I had to re-verify. Shame on them. It's like they don't want me to get my voice out. They want to suppress my voice. Because I'm for the children. And I want to get, I'm not entirely all for those running for the elections. Yes, I'd rather, I don't know. I'd rather look at it this way. I'd rather the lesser evil win. I'm probably not going to vote in these elections, honestly. Maybe we'll just write, if there's a write-in option, I'll write my own name in. I'll write myself in. Hey, feel free. If any of you want to write Jason Eric Beck in as President of the United States of America, go ahead. Maybe if enough of you actually vote me in, they'll be like, who's this Jason Eric Beck? Well, they can just go online and figure out who it is. Who knows? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be a miracle? If you decided not to vote, for anyone that's on the ticket, and decided, hey, let's just write in Jason Eric Beck. Let's just be different. Yeah, because I'm actually for the children. I would fix this nation for the children. No kids would be for sale. No children would be used in any labor, child trafficking, any of that. It would end. I would run all drug dealers out of this nation. All human traffickers, drug dealers, behind bars. I would not allow it in this nation. I would not allow it because I'm for the children. But what are you doing? Are you going to church on a Sunday like I've been going? You hear the sermon about Jesus, and Jesus is awesome. Jesus is amazing. And then you go on Monday and you don't do anything. You just work 9 to 5. Don't do nothing. You go act in your movies. Yes, celebrities, I'm calling you out. Some of you are involved in this evil. Get out. What are you doing for the children? Why are we not working together? I'm calling all my brothers and sisters out. We're all God's children. I'm calling you all out. Let's unify, work together through Jesus Christ. Let's unify. If we have to set our differences aside, let's just set our differences aside. We agree to disagree. We'll talk about it later. Even if you're not a Christian. Even if you don't love Jesus, don't know Jesus. You know, it doesn't matter if you're an atheist or part of the LGBT community or whatever it is. We can come together, can't we? Can't we? Isn't the children worth it coming together? Aren't they worth it? Isn't it time that we stood up together, rose up together, rise from the ashes, and say no more? No more. Say no to our governments in the nations and all over the place, and say no. We don't want to go to war. We don't want any of that. We want a better place for our children, safer for our children. Keep them safe, and that should be our priority, to keep the children safe. You know, when I go to Walmart, I look at the missing children boards. We have failed our children. Parents, we have failed our children. Americans, we have failed our children. Russian citizens, we have failed our children. Germans, we have failed our children. Africans, we have failed our children. Portuguese, we have failed our children. Mexicans, we have failed our children. Italians, we have failed our children. Greeks, we have failed our children. I don't know whether you call yourself in Turkey. We have failed our children. Romanians, we have failed our children. Swedens, we have failed our children. Australians, we have failed our children. New Zealanders, we have failed our children. Austria, we have failed our children. Canadians, we have failed our children. Man, there's so many other nations. Japanese, we failed our children. Chinese, we failed our children. Everybody. There's so many nations, I can't even list them all. We all have failed our children. It is time for us to come together. So I'm asking, I don't know what the rules are for write-in candidates, if some states will accept it. What if no one voted in America for anyone on the ballot? What if you made a decision to do something radical and different? Let's vote Jason Eric Beck in. A man that has a heart for the children. I can do it through the ministry, but think of what I could do as president or leader of this nation. And finally fix it. Rechange the government and fix it for the children. All of the children. But I'll do it through ministry either way. I'll do it through ministry. Whatever it takes for the children. And teach everyone about Jesus Christ. I love each and every one of you. But we need to come together. Together for the children.